What just happened? I'm Dan. That's Jules. That's Bag Face over there. And today we're covering a new series from Apple TV. It's called Sunny. We're covering episode 6 called Kyoto Mango So Delicious. So basically, we're going to go through this episode and then we'll talk about the series as a whole at the end and what we think about it in total, right? So this one starts off with the mother-in-law, Noriko, deliberately stealing and deliberately getting locked up. And they talk about this later, but she definitely did this on purpose, right? She was scared, so she wanted to get locked up. Is that what you guys both think?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. But yeah, I love her more every episode.
Yeah, she's funny. I mean, you got the Yakuza involved, and I'm sure if you're in prison, the Yakuza could get to you. I'm sure they could if they wanted to.
Just not as easily. Not as easily,
and she clearly wants to be there. We'll talk about it when we get to that scene later. And then we see Mixie and Susie. They found that fake finger from Hime. So they take that to the detective that said not to go to.
Which told us not to come here.
And they go, and this guy is no help whatsoever. He's like totally clueless. He seems confused why they're there in the first place, and he doesn't want to help at all. Did you guys get anything from this guy? He just seems such an idiot. Or maybe he's in with the Yakuza, so he doesn't want to talk, something like that.
I think he might be concussed. He wasn't in that race.
Yeah, or he just got by the Yakuza. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like maybe that neck injury was from them.
They're animals. I mean, isn't that what happened to your neck?
So he's like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm not touching that. Yeah.
He's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got from it too. And Mixie gets a phone call, so she has to go outside and take it. And then this is when the detective learns that Sunny is a homebot, and he's like, oh, I don't deal with homebots. I can't help.
No, but this is not just about the homebot.
And then she brings up the Yakuza, and then he seems kind of spooked. And he, like I said, he's not much help at all.
The Yakuza broke into my house.
Susie goes outside, and she's like, hey, Mixie, who was on the phone? And she's like, all right, the other bartender I work with, he's got diarrhea. And we have this whole photo shoot coming up, and it's really important. It could put our bar like in the spotlight. So I kind of have to go and take these pictures. I'm sorry.
It's a big opportunity.
And she's like, so you're going to leave me right now? Like in the middle of all this? She's like, what do you want me to do? I have to go. I love Mixie. She's my favorite character. What about you guys?
Okay. Yeah, no, Sunny's my favorite character for sure.
Okay.
It's like the only character that gets me to chuckle in the show. Mixie's pretty cool. And I like how you're kind of on your toes about Mixie for a little bit. Like she's just so friendly that you're like, are you off or not?
Yeah.
But
I can never quite tell. Like I feel like I'm teetering on the fence quite a bit with her every episode, but I do like her. She's got good vibes. So I really hope that she's not.
So Matilda actually posted I think on our Discord, and you can join our Discord for $1. She posted that she's not sure if she trusts Mixie, and I was like, oh no, Mixie's my favorite. Like, why would you say that? And she didn't answer yet. So I don't know. I guess some people are not sure of her, but for right now, she's my favorite character. I really like her vibe, and I think she's really cool. So while she was talking to Susie, this other bot kept saying, hey, try the manju, the title of the episode. And she's like, all right, whatever, give me it.
Hey, fine. Jesus Christ.
And it turns out to be a message from the Yakuza, I guess. And it's like,
oh my God.
If you do not comply with instructions from here on, you will receive a piece of Sunny every hour.
And Susie has really started to love Sunny, even though she says she hates homebots. She's like, all right, I got to do it. I got to follow these instructions. So I'm going to go do that. So that's what she does. And they split up. And then once they split up and she's, racing to this place that she has to get to within 20 minutes or 15 minutes.
I have to be there in 15 minutes. And it's a 20-minute walk at least.
Someone abducts her and throws her in the back of a van, and she's blindfolded, and they take her to a computer. We don't know what this computer is at the time. We find out it's Masa's computer, and they wanted to see if her face would scan to unlock the computer, and it doesn't. And then that bitch Hime with the fake finger, she comes in. She's just like the hateable character of the show. She's like that person.
Is it bad that I kind of love her though?
You do? You like her energy?
like she's good. She's good as like an evil bitch.
Yeah, you're right. She is.
You know what I mean?
Crazy style too. She's got some crazy style.
Yeah.
Right? I think that might be why I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, girl.
But I think she might be in trouble because of what we'll talk about in a second. I think she might be in some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So the basis is they want her to log into Moss's computer. And then Susie brings up, I know about Force Looker 5. I know you killed my husband. I know you crashed that plane. I know you're working with the Yakuza. And she's like, oh, that's what they told you, huh? She's like, no, they know you did it.
They know you did it.
And she's like, well, who's they? Is it the detective you went to today? Is it the media? Is it Sunny? Like, who's they? Who are you talking about, they? And she's like, well, why were you at Moss's funeral? And she's like, I was an admirer of his work. He was a visionary. And we know as an audience that Susie didn't even know what Massa did. She thought he worked with refrigerators. She didn't know what his real job was. So it turns out to be like a really important job that a lot of people have their eyes on, and they want his computer to get in to see, the stuff he's been working on. So, she thought he worked with fridges, and she's like, oh, you didn't even know your own husband, huh? And she's like, I knew him. We see some flashbacks, and she was really hurt by that.
I knew him.
She's like, well, you better know him because you got 2 chances to get into the computer. You got to guess the password in two tries. And then someone comes and takes out her translator, and Hime gets the news that her father passed away, but Susie knows Japanese enough to understand that. So when she gets back, she's like,
Goshu-sho-sama desu. I'm shit at languages, but I've heard that one a lot lately.
This is where I'm thinking. She asked about who Busu is, and someone said not to worry about Busu because he would take care of it. And what if Hime is Busu? And what if they're talking about her, that they would take care of her? That's where my mind went. Did you guys think about that at all?
Yeah, I think that's why she was telling her that.
Yeah, I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
They're like, yeah, it's they're talking about her, and she puts 2 and 2 together, Susie does, like in the moment, and is like, oh, I have something I can use, kind of leverage.
Yeah, and then she gets slapped because of it. Hime slaps the shit out of her. So I guess she didn't like that.
Sounds like maybe you should be careful.
It's shocking how soft they make the Yakuza look in this show.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Like, I don't think you get a slap in that situation.
A drill, but like that's
yeah. And they do pull the drill out and put that next to her face. So she's like, hey, I'm not going to help you break into the computer. And then they pull the drill out, and then they say, hey, go get Mixie. And then they threaten Mixie's life. So she's like, all right, I'm going to help. And we even see 2 people show up to Mixie's work. So they were going to go grab her right then and there. So she's willing to help, but she doesn't know the password. And then she goes, I can't spell out loud. I need to type. So let me try to type. Let me try to touch the keys.
This might be insensitive to some, but I feel like they make dyslexia out to be such a big fucking deal in this show. She mentions it like 4 times.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like dyslexia like, might be on a scale. Is there a relevance? Maybe. But maybe you can have severe dyslexia to the point where,
I get that. Yeah. I understand that. I'm sure it can be very severe. I just don't understand why it's such a big deal in relation to the show.
Yeah,
well, maybe it'll come out to play. Maybe there's a reason.
It just seems like a strange thing that is like emphasized.
Yeah. Well, then she tries one password. She was wrong. And then the drill gets even closer to her head.
Wait. Did you try his dad's name?
It's got to be his dad's name, his real dad's name. And then Hime's like, all right, types that in. And at first it says it's wrong. And they start to drill. But then it goes, it's right. And Susie's like, see, fuck you. I was right.
It's wrong. It goes into lockdown. And then there's like
there's an override.
Wait.
For it.
There's like an
override is the
hand signal, the fuck you hand signal.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because when it unlocks, it does the hand thing that he does.
The hand thing that he does, and the same thing that Sunny does. the same motion that Sunny does. Yes. Okay, cool.
Correct.
All right, cool. So that gets them in the computer. All right, thanks for that correction. Gotcha. I was actually very confused by that scene, so thank you for talking me through it. So that gets her out of danger for now. That's all they wanted. They wanted to get into the computer. They're in. So she's like, all right, you can go. And then she goes to meet back up with Mixie. She's looking for Sunny. She tells Mixie what happened. She says she helped because they were going to kill you, Mixie. That's why I helped them. Because Mixie was like, you shouldn't have helped. But they were going to kill you, so I had to.
Did you do it? They were going to kill you.
And she's like, listen, I just got a call from the cops. My mother-in-law's in jail. I got to go bail her out. Can you stay here in case they bring back Sunny?
I know you don't give a single shit about Sunny, but just in case they bring her back, can you just wait here for a while?
She goes, sure.
Just an absolutely insane thing to ask of someone you just met. And I was thinking about it in the moment, like, hey, the Yakuza that was just about to kill me, they're going to come to my house. Could you just like hang out and wait for them to get here?
Yeah, like they're fucking Uber Eats. Like what?
Crazy. Yeah.
Hey, I got DoorDash coming, but I got to run a quick errand. Do you mind?
Yeah, right. That's so true. I thought that too. Like, yo, you're like in serious danger right now by staying at this house. But okay. Mixie's a real one. That's
and
why
I feel like
her.
that might be why but I feel like that also might be why she seems a little sketchy to some people. Because like, why is she so like willing to do things like that for this girl she just met? Like, what's her ulterior motive kind of deal?
That's true. Yeah. There's something to it. There's something to it. All right, we're almost at the end. We'll get to our theories and our general thoughts on the show in a minute. So she gets to her mother-in-law and she just wants her shogi board.
I heard you stole an onigiri.
Did you bring the shogi board?
She has no interest in being bailed out, doesn't want help at all, just wants the board. And then this is when Susie said,
did you get yourself locked up on purpose?
And I guess it's safer in here, so good call.
Suit yourself. It's probably safer in here anyway.
And she kind of goes, what are you talking about? But that's exactly what she did. She got locked up on purpose. Yeah. She doesn't want to get out. She just wants her board so she can play games and spend some time in prison. I mean, it's obvious from what she did. She told the guy, hey, you might want to watch me. She goes around and then she steals shit. It's so clear that's what she did. So yeah, she doesn't want to leave jail. She wants to stay in there.
What a fucking mood too. Just like, you know what? I'm over this shit. I'm just gonna go get arrested.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant on her part. Like,
yeah, it was.
Bring me my video games. I'll sit in prison. It's all good.
Hey, man, it's safer in there, so why not? And then, all right, we get the moment someone knocks at Susie's house. Mixie is drinking at the time. So she walks up to the door, and she can see that a note has been slid through the door. And she calls Susie. It goes right to voicemail. And she's like, all right, whatever. I'm going to go, because I'll put up on screen what the note said. It was in Japanese, but they translate it. It basically says, go to this temple right now. So she goes to the temple. She brings a knife with her. She's there. She's scared. She's looking all around like, who's here? What am I getting myself into right now? But she ultimately
that would have been a no for me.
Yeah, she's ballsy. She finds Sunny. She's like, all right, cool. I got Sunny. Bring Sunny back to Susie's. Susie gets home. No one's there. So she starts drinking. Common theme in this show. And then Mixie comes back with Sunny. And then Sunny is malfunctioning. She kind of sparks, falls over. So that's the end of the episode. And that's where we're at with this series so far. So my quick thoughts. Masa's not dead. Neither is Zen. No shot. No shot that either of them are dead.
Agree.
And I think there's something in Sunny that Masa programmed that will lead Susie to the truth. That's what I got.
Yes,
what about
100%.
you guys? Same vibe?
That's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like he like kind of purposely programmed her with some of like his mannerisms and stuff. Like because
that's very nice.
Because he knew he would have to like go into hiding or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Sunny, wake.
Okay, so we're on the same boat. How does she get away with the Yakuza unless they get what they need from his laptop and then they're no longer in danger? I don't know.
So like, what exactly is it that they want to get from his laptop?
Don't know.
Like, is it?
Yeah.
Like, no guesses?
Maybe it's we saw a home bot murder someone earlier on in the season.
Oh,
maybe
it's the dark manual.
Yeah,
right?
the dark manual. Yeah.
Well,
So that's probably what they want.
but other people already have the dark manual, right?
That's well,
I
they
think,
do.
I
But
think he
yeah.
might have some. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but
No, I feel like you're on the right track.
I think
Yeah, you
I
are.
think he has. I think he has like the final piece of it kind of deal.
yeah, I
Or
do
like
too.
he
I'm
has
with
like
you.
some kind of like key to like decrypt it or something.
Yeah,
I feel like
he has.
The answer is
ahead.
kind of in Sunny. Like, I think they're
Yeah.
after the code that makes Sunny better than all the other homebots, because all the other ones in the show are just kind of like automaton kind of things, and Sunny's like a person. So
Sunny has memories of Masa, and it's the only way I'm going to find out what the fuck happened to my family.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want that for like malicious reasons.
training murder robots for the Yakuza or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Solid theories. So we'll open it up to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you agree with us? I think we're right. So, but there's plenty of room for speculation. So what do you guys think? What's your thoughts on Mixie? Do you trust Mixie? I hope so. She's my favorite character. Who's your favorite character? Are you enjoying the show? Let us know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. And we will see you next time. Later.
Bye, guys.
気に病むことはないですよ。
Says the man who can't take a piss without hurting himself.
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened?
That just happened.